Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of I Love Trains 323 Reviews, being filmed on a very stormy day in Florida. Today's review is something I've been meaning to review for a while, but I haven't gotten around to it. The next few reviews are going to be the Start Your Engines 3-packs from Trackmaster. And if you could not tell by the title, the first one is Reds vs. Blues Thomas, featuring the premiere of Annie and Clarabelle into the redesigned range. And I'm getting rained on. Oh well, I'm going to continue with the review. So here on the back we see all the engines that are available in the usual 3 packs. And the Thomas that I suppose has to be in it. I don't know why they always throw a Thomas in there, and it's very, very shameful, I guess. I don't know if that's the word to use, but I'm not particularly fond of the fact that they always have to put a Thomas in the 3 packs, mostly due to the fact that that basically limited us on getting any international engines this year in Trackmaster. If you don't know, the Great Race has, instead of Spencer here, I'll just use this as a example, Flying Scotsman, Shooting Star Gordon, and then a Thomas that was only seen for about 5 seconds in the movie. They could have easily made a Shima or Vinny. I think Vinny would have gone really well with fans because you have Philip. Philip and Vinny have kind of a rivalry in the movie. And Ashima would have been the best choice because she is the second main character next to Thomas. But, nah. Gotta have Thomas in a 3-pack. Alright, so anyways, the box says there's a soccer match on Sodor, the Barrow Red team versus the Sodor Blue team, and Thomas is transporting passengers to the game. Thomas features his unique sports-themed decorations, and he comes with his trusty passenger coaches, Annie and Clarabelle. The special Thomas engine is a really unique addition to your collection of really useful engines. And, I love the fact that they didn't even point out one of the major plot points in the episodes. James is in it. They completely disregard the fact that James is in the episode, and that's why it's Reds versus Blues. So, oh well. Strike one, I guess. Now, let's get this out of the box and take a look at it. Place the box over here, and, get these things. Oops. Thomas kind of fell out. Okay. So, here we have it out of the box. We'll take a look at Thomas first and get him out of the way. Thomas, you can see he has a soccer ball, or if you're in Europe, I guess, or England, I don't really know where exactly they call it this, but a football. Crazy British. He has a flag there for the soccer team, which I'm actually curious. I don't know, because I have not sure if it's been released in the UK yet, but I'm genuinely curious if on this it says football champions or whatever, which I guess that pretty much sums up the episode. One thing I am not too pleased about is the fact that this whole part here is a sticker. This is all a sticker. I'm not too. I don't know for sure because I don't feel like taking off the sticker. But I think if you just took off the sticker, it would be a normal Thomas. That's honestly really lazy on Mattel's part. It would be a normal Thomas with some confetti on the top. Really, I don't know. Here's his usual face for the redesign range. which I do have to admit, though, one plus side to the Great Race Thomas is they actually changed the face on any of the Great Race Trackmaster Thomas merchandise. Like I said, there's confetti on the roof and on his boiler. And then the side looks exactly the same, except the ball is going a different way, I believe. Whoops. No, actually, it's going the same way. And the confetti is blowing the other way. Although, one thing I would have liked is, I know they could include it on the greatest moments versions of the, of the engines, but I'm surprised that they didn't make it here. It would have been nice if it came with maybe a small soccer ball or something, or maybe a clip-on soccer ball on his funnel. That would have been a nice addition, because at the end of the episode, it lands in his funnel. And then the normal rear, which I kind of hope they redesign pretty soon, since he now has his butt lining back. So that is the Red vs. Blue Thomas. We'll move on now to the real reason most kids bought this, Annie and Clarabelle. What do I say? Not too fond of these, to be honest. I'll just get the number one complaint out of the way now. They're too small. They're way too small. They share the same chassis as any other truck. And I knew, me and JD4796, or Jesse, we both knew when they first started redesigning everything and how all the trucks had the same chassis, we knew that if they made coaches, they were gonna be small, but we didn't want to believe it. We didn't think, oh, they wouldn't do that. I mean, honestly. But they did, and it doesn't look good at all. I mean, I'm really not fond of these at all. The only reason I bought this was A, to review, and B, it was $10. It was on sale. So, going into more detail, one thing I really want to point out with the chassis is like I said, they're exactly like the truck chassis. Well, because the plastic axles, I guess. I honestly don't know why they no longer use metal axles, but I'm not Mattel, so I wouldn't know. But to be perfectly honest, I don't understand why they used this chassis. There is already, I believe, 2 or 3 trucks that have a normal long chassis like the classic Annie and Clarabelle. They have the long chassis, but they also have the plastic axles. They could have easily replaced the coupling and made these longer, and maybe they would have looked a lot better. The only one I can that comes to mind right now with the long chassis is the gunpowder or the explosive car that came with Luke. That had plastic axles. It had literally no metal in it at all. Not even a screw. But it was this long. They could have easily taken the new Annie and Clarabelle shells, or hell, take these. Take this shell, because they have it. They have the 2013 ones with the CGI faces, but they have the shell. They could have taken the shell and put it on the gunpowder explosive truck chassis, and at least they would have been properly sized. Now, going into more detail onto them, other than the size, they do have some pretty nice detail. I kind of hope they come out with another version that at least you can get them without the confetti and the banners all over them, like they made back in 2013 when they had this kind of version with CGI faces, and it came with a normal Thomas. Maybe they could make a special-faced Thomas with normal Annie and Clarabelles, possibly longer, but I highly doubt that. So looking at them more, they have Annie. This is Annie. She has her name as a sticker. This is all a sticker. Her face, her normal shocked face, which I never really noticed, understood why she always had this face. But there's her face. That's also a sticker. And the other side has a sticker as well. From the looks of it, she is carrying the brass band. And then she also has this on her roof with the confetti and such there. Moving on to Clarabelle. Clarabelle has some children, what looks like the photographer, actually. Same people. Actually, that looks like Alicia Body right there. But Alicia Body wasn't in the actual episode. Same with Annie. Everything on the sides are stickers, including the face. There's her normal face. And then this is painted on. Which, yay. But also bad, because if you, took off the stickers, you would literally have a box fan with confetti on the roof. Now, comparing them with the older versions, which I would like to point out, I have edited thinking they had red running boards originally and poorly painted them back a few years ago and repainted their roofs really poorly. But obviously the older versions have classic faces, the new ones have CGI based faces. Metal axles on these, as you can tell, and then plastic axles on these. Obviously a whole lot shorter, different couplings. I did take the one off of Clarabelle because it's not often you really see her pulling anything. I honestly, like I said, I don't like these at all. I think that giving these new couplings and, honestly, that looks a lot better. In my opinion, at least. They didn't have to change Thomas personally, because the redesign, they didn't need it. But I will stay off that. One thing I forgot to point out, no painted buffers. Which I've come to expect. But honestly, these two look a whole lot better than this. You look at that, and that's like, oh, boxcars with a face. Cool, let's bump them. But these look more like coaches, because they are coaches. These are, like I said, box vans with stickers and confetti on the roof. It looks a whole lot nicer if they would have just changed the couplings, given the gunpowder, whatever, car chassis to these, and then, of course, made the box a bit bigger to fit. But I don't know. I'm not too fond. Like I said, I'm not very fond of these at all. But enough with the ranting before I get even more repetitive. That is my review on the Reds versus Blues Thomas. I would recommend it if you don't have an Annie and Clarabelle, which you could easily find on eBay. I'd probably give it a 3 out of 10 because it's nice to have extra variants of Thomas in case you need to film something with them. But you could have easily made something else from the Start Your Engines DVD, like maybe Streamline Caitlin or Streamline Emily. But I guess Thomas had to be in there. I don't understand why. Mattel, if you're watching this, which I don't feel you would be, go back and redesign these, please, and stop adding so many Thomases to your 3 packs. It's getting really annoying, especially because you introduced 12 extra engines and you made none of them in Trackmaster this year, other than Scoutsman. So that is my review on the Reds versus Blue Thomas. I will be doing Philip and Spencer at a later date. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and see you all in the next review. Now get these things out of here. And that's my review on the Reds versus Blues Thomas. I hope you guys enjoyed, and look out for more reviews coming soon. Bye!